here during our last tournament, which really kind of broke my heart that I wasn't here, at least playing. I might have been embarrassing myself a little bit, but I would have loved to have played. So coming back, when they invited me to come to be the host of this event here at Brook-Lea, I was like, wow, that's great. So that's why I'm here. I look forward to being here this week and participating with the Semester Tour and getting to know a few more of the young ladies that are playing, have played on the tour or trying to get on the tour and trying to better the game out here. And just appreciate Rochester wrapping their arms around another LPGA event. It's really special.
Clearly, there's got to be a lot of special memories for you here. Is there a different feeling coming to Rochester than a lot of other sites?
Less pressure for me this time. Whenever I came to Rochester, of course, I wanted to win at Lopez because it was just a great time for me to come. There were a lot of positive things about Rochester for me, and it's just a special place. Probably one of my top 3 on the LPGA Tour when I played on the tour. Always loved it. I've made a lot of friends here. The fans really, pretty much endeared me to Rochester, and that they watched me play a lot of golf here and win. And just a lot of good feelings about Rochester.
Is this a home away from home for you?
Definitely. Coming in and staying with some friends of mine every year. Barry York, he and his wife is who I stay with, but he was the tournament director years ago when I believe I won it the year he was tournament director at Locust Hill. And it's just nice to see my friends again. And like I said, not being in Rochester last year really was hard for me. And I wish I would have, because I didn't play good in the Legends event anyway, so I would have been better off coming here. But yeah, it's just a feel-good place for me, always was. And I think for the LPGA Tour, it always was. And I never heard a player say, oh, I don't want to go to Rochester. It was like, when's Rochester coming up? When's that event going to be happening at the beginning of the year? Because I always planned to play in it. It was just, but, the feeling of Rochester, the fans, how they've always supported LPGA golf, great golf fans. It was just fun to play in front of them.
It's got to be kind of cool. Obviously, probably a little disappointed that the LPGA Championship's not here, but being here is they kind of usher in a new era of ladies golf in Rochester. Absolutely.
Wegmans was just fantastic and super, but times change and things change, and unfortunately they didn't bring us back, or whoever didn't bring us back. It didn't work out, but I hope that none of the people here in Rochester take don't let that hurt their feelings for any reason. It had nothing to do with anything but business, probably, and things had to go on. But you never know. I hope someday they come back to Rochester. Even though I'm not playing on the tour, I feel like it's still my tour, and I'm still very involved in trying to promote the LPGA Tour. And I really, I had tears in my eyes when I knew they weren't going to come back.
Do you have any advice for the younger players who are here?
Well, I haven't played the course, but I heard it's beautiful. And I think for them, especially the way the crowds turn out for the LPGA, they will just love being here in Rochester, New York. I did see a player that just came in. She said the course was fabulous, which is fun. When you go to a golf course and you really love it, it's always fun to come back. But I know this area has some beautiful golf courses to be able to play. And so I'm sure the excitement of all these players that are here is tremendous. I know quite a few of them, and I've met them along the way. And, I guess of course, they're all my daughter's ages. So, cause I have a daughter from 31 all the way to 23, so that's pretty much the age group that's here. And if I can help them any way, mentoring is a part of what the LPGA does. Not just me, but other players, so we can help the younger generation either get more comfortable with playing on the LPGA Tour, talk about pressure situations. There's players that text me and ask me questions, and I have a friendship with them. And like I said, I'm like their mom pretty much, but I'm like I hate to say this, cool mom, because I'm not involved in all the other stuff, but just the golf part. And so it's a lot of fun for me to be able to help them in any way that I can.
Will you do anything in Rochester? Do you have something, a staple you like to go do or see when you're in town?
I have to have a white hot. I love the white hot, and I'll be with my friends, doing some stuff with them, and of course participating in the event and coming out and watching a little bit. So it'll be a fun week for me, and like I said, not very much pressure, which is really nice to be able to come here and really enjoy this time of my life, that I'm not playing competitively the way I used to. But to be able to come to some place like Rochester and really enjoy what I really didn't get to enjoy years ago, staying up late once in a while.
What's it like to be able to play on the course that Danielle Downey played on?
You know, I didn't know Danielle Downey real well. I did meet her. She was a fabulous young person. Kim Evans, Coach Evans, I guess she was here a couple days, adored her, and I adore Kim Evans. She's just a fighter. You know, she's fought cancer and gone through all that. But, you know, I hate when someone so young loses their life, and she was doing such a great job at Auburn, which I lived in Auburn, so I had a connection with her in different ways. So, unfortunately, when that happened, it was very sad. But, you know, it's nice that they have kept her memory going, and by, you know, naming this event the Danielle Downey event, you know, I think it's super that they're doing that. But, you know, Rochester's like that. They always think about other people, and that's great.
What surprised you most about Rochester?
Surprised me most about nothing really. You know, I expected to rain a little bit. It always rained when we played here. But like I said, I just hope people come out and support this, because the thing about the Symetra Tour, you're going to see players that will be on the tour eventually and hopefully play real well. And we did an event this year, Chico's did, where they had the Legends and the Symetra Tour together, and I'm hoping maybe one time they might do that. The idea was, you know, to bring the fans of the Legends and then the new fans from the other players, of the younger players, together, because they played a 4-day event, and they had a cut, and then we played with them on the weekend. So it was really a fun event. I think the young players enjoyed it. I think the Legend Tour players dug deep to try and, you know, I know they teed us off a few times a little ahead of them, but, you know, we don't hit it as far as we used to, but, you know, I really didn't mind playing from where they were, because I wanted to try and out-hit them. It's an ego thing. You still want to be as good as you used to be, but it was a lot of fun, and, you know, that event was, like I said, it's a mentoring thing. Chico's is into that, and it's a great thing to be a part of, and I hope that we get to keep getting more involved with the Symetra Tour.
Nancy, would you like to see this city become a regular stop for the LPGA again?
I would, and I think the thing is, you know, Wegmans has been such a great sponsor, but I don't know if Rochester ever thought maybe we can do it without Wegmans. You know, bring a lot of other, you know, corporations together, people, and sponsor an event. I think they could do it. I really do, and I think it'd be a great place. I guess when I look at the generation of players on the LPGA Tour, they'll love Rochester, but they'll never love it the way me, Patty Sheehan, Pat Bradley, you know, it was just that special walk up 18 at Locust Hill, and all the fans rooting for all of us, and, you know, Jane Corner. It was just always special, and I think it's special for the players now too, but for some reason I'm kind of selfish, and I don't want it to be as special to them as it was to me, because it was just such a great place to play golf. I mean, a lot of excitement. The crowds were huge. You know, I won my 5th in a row here, my rookie year, and it was just that special, where I always looked forward to coming back. And even when I wasn't playing, I tried to come back every year just to be a part of the event and to say hi to my friends and the fans that were here before.
Anything else?